Hey, it's Terry with Your Coach. Welcome to day 15 of our 20 days in 2020 of turning obstacles into opportunities. We've gone through a lot of things these past few days, and today, 15, we're 3/4 done. In the next 5 days, we're going to put to use all of the things that we've been talking about in helping you make decisions as you move forward. You know, years ago, my youngest son, who is now in his 30s, was in the first grade, and we took our kids to a lovely vacation in British Columbia, Canada. And one of the things we did while we were on vacation is we went to this mountaintop. You had to take a great tram up the side of this mountain. And for a pretty long ways. It was an enclosed tram. It was a little, scary for me as an adult, but we did it and the kids loved it and we went up. And then when you got to the top, there was a ski lift. Of course, it was summer, so there wasn't any snow right there, but there was a beautiful green mountain and a ski lift that lifted you up even higher onto the mountain. And it was foggy that day. And so for me, it was a little like, oh, I don't know if I want to really disappear into the fog on this open air ski lift. So partly because you have kids, you worry about all that. So the older kids wanted to ride together, right? And so my second to youngest son rode with his dad, and my youngest son rode up with me. And as we were going up, I noticed there was this big caribou actually right under us. And my little son, I'm like, oh, there's a caribou. And he said, Mom, look, there's a reindeer. His perspective was a bit different than mine. And as we were going up, we were getting ready to be enveloped into this fog. And I was like, okay, all right, just breathe. It's okay. And as we were going up, my son held onto the rails. I'll never forget it. And he's sticking his tongue out, scooping. And he goes, Mom, look, I'm licking a cloud. He's licking a cloud. He was eating the cloud, which was totally not my perspective, right? My perspective was like, oh my gosh, I'm into this fog. Where's the top? I can't see where I'm going. That illusion of control anyway, because I wasn't driving. I was on a ski lift. So that's how perspective can change. And he changed my perspective. And I began to see it through the magic of his eyes. And the whole trip was completely different for me. And so that's what we've been working on these past 15 days here at Your Coach, is changing that perspective so that you can move forward into your life, not your neighbor's life, not your teacher's life, not your boss's life, not your friends' lives, your life, into your life with your family. And so the virus that we have right now, COVID-19, and all the complications that it's causing, there are complexities, right? But complexities give you the opportunity, if you'll take it, and many people won't take it. It gives you the opportunity to slow down, to take care, to be careful with the time you have and the space you have. In other words, when things are just straight and narrow, we can just zip ahead and not ever question our thoughts, not ever question why we're doing what we're doing, especially if it's what society expects of us. Why we're going through all these things. We don't question it. But this virus has given us an opportunity, most of us, to navigate complexities in our lives with a lot of thought and care, and mainly to slow down. And so the next 5 days ahead, our last 5 days together in this series, we are going to be talking about changes that you may need to make, choices that you'll be faced with. But I want you to realize that as you make choices along the way, those can change. Just because you make one choice doesn't mean, oh my gosh, I have to stick with it. Because life is like a river. It flows. And your life and my life is so much better when we can actually flow with the changes and the curves and the fast water sometimes that life throws at us, instead of struggling and trying to back up and trying to go, no, we didn't, this wasn't in the plan, or, whatever. So you can change as you grow with the flow. So the opportunity here is to allow your flow of life. And the obstacle is looking at who you think you need permission from to make the changes that you need. That Max Lucado verse or saying or quote that I have on the page today. If you want to achieve greatness, stop asking for permission. It's like, who are you asking for permission from? It's a good thing to stop and think. When I go to make a decision, who in the back of my mind am I thinking, oh, my neighbor's going to think I'm weird, or my friend's going to think I'm crazy, or that's not what my mom taught me. You know, who is it that you need to ask permission from in your life? That's the obstacle. That's what I'd like for you to think about today. Who is it that stops me from doing what I know is right in my life? I can think of times along the way. I was told many times, especially as I grew older, by my mom or different people, church, whoever was in my life, no, I don't think you should do that. No, that's not what we believe. That's not. And I'm like, wait, this is my life. It took me years to realize this is my life. And it's going to be different. And greatness, as I see it, is the ability to expand beyond normal expectations. We can't name one person whom we think did great things by being normal. I think of Einstein, I think of Jesus, I think of Mother Teresa. All these people that we think were great or self-actualized, they were out of the norm. They didn't do what their neighbors did. Ooh, that's a tough one, right? Especially when we need to dress and think and look a certain way we think to be accepted, because we haven't totally been through our own identity crisis, which is the big thing that YAR, youth and adolescent relationships, is all about. Getting through the identity crisis, you and your teenager. So for today, allow your flow of life. And when that stops, the way your life is taking you, whether you think you should be a certain grandparent, a certain mom, a certain parent, whatever you think you should be, question that. Take a look. Go, where's that coming from? And who am I trying to ask permission from to live my life? Right? Who? So if you want to achieve greatness, larger than life, being able to expand, stop asking for permission. And take a look at today, your obstacle, or all those people, social mores, whatever it is that we don't even realize we're asking permission from. How many times a day you stop and go, oh, I can't do that. People will think I'm weird. Or I can't do that. She'll think, he'll think, they'll think, school will think, whatever. Okay? That's it for today, day 15. We have 5 more days left. Thank you for being here, and I'm very excited about it. Got through this whole video without waking up my dog, Happy, so I'm pretty proud of that. Have a great day. I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Bye for now.